Arcane came out quite some time ago, and it rocked the internet. I'm sure if you go through any playlist on my Spotify and hit shuffle, you'll hear Oh the Misery in about 3 songs. So if you saw the thumbnail, you might ask why months later, after all the hype, am I doing a video on a ship between these two characters? Well, if you watch my TikTok or YouTube short content, you'll notice I did videos on why people sim for both of these characters. What you don't see is that I've been working on this script since then, and couldn't decide which characters I wanted to start the series off with. But you guys seem to love when I talk about anything Arcane, so here you go. This video was initially supposed to come out after I did my YouTube shorts on why people simp for Vi and Caitlyn, but life's hard and dates moves. If you want to know why people simp for them individually, check that out. This will be more of a why we love seeing them together apart from a teehee pretty woman. Spoiler warning ahead. Vi is a character who's been having an incredibly rough time when we meet her in Act 2. She's in jail, she's going nowhere with her search for her sister, beaten constantly by guards and seems to have no way of escape. Being raised in the Undercity and being pushed into the leadership position between the kids she grew up with already gave Vi a rough exterior, which in part developed Vi's mentality towards things. In Vi's eyes, she has the option to either fight or run away, whether she has the option taken away from her or not. And those things she chooses to fight, she fights with all she's got. Though I'm sure she can do amazing things with those hands, I don't want to be in the receiving end of one of her punches. Then comes in Caitlyn, an enforcer from Piltover, with a rich background, a person born in the foundation that the Undercity hates, the power, abuse, and suppression that Piltover has done to the Undercity. Caitlyn's a character going through trials of attempting to prove themselves as an officer and essentially save her city from the clearly bigger picture that's going on. Her journey is one of self-improvement, where Vi's journey is one much more selfish. It's to save someone she cares about, above all else. When first meeting Caitlyn, Vi is immediately abrasive. She has a distaste for Piltover and even more so the Enforcers, understandably so. To even further that hate, everyone she's come in contact with that's a figure of authority in prison has been working for Silco. In her eyes, Caitlyn is an enemy. Just another goon sent for her scheduled beating. That's what she thinks at first, at least. Just as Vi was untrusting of Caitlyn, Caitlyn was the same way towards Vi. Vi is a criminal, but also an opportunity for information. After their exchange at the prison, you get the dynamic of the two playing a sort of flirty chess with each other's trust, which leads to this scene for all of us to enjoy.
You're hot, Cupcake. So what'll it be, man or woman?
As ships in general, we love the opposites attract trope, and this shows heavily in Vi and Caitlyn's relationship. Vi is unrefined, angry, simple in her emotions, reckless with her strength, and street smart. Caitlyn is nigh the opposite. Caitlyn is high class, complex in her thinking, delicate with her strength, and book smart. They are incredibly different from each other, but bridging the gap through their shared journey is what makes this an interesting ship, not discounting the fact that they're both hotter than a sidewalk in summer. On a character design note, it really hammers in all the things earlier I said about opposites attracting. Pink is very closely associated with red, and culturally speaking, we always view red and blue as opposites. Caitlyn's outfits throughout the show emanate an aura of being clean. The multiple layers, the thick and clearly more expensive cloth, the uniformity in her outfit, on top of its overtly girly nature, paints a picture of Caitlyn's background without ever saying a word. Meanwhile, Vi's outfit is filled with inconsistency. Muddy colored pants, a haphazardly sewn on pocket, thinner looking cloth, and the most expensive thing she has is the jackets she wears that she literally stole. I mean, they got my girl wearing mismatching shoes. This clear difference in their character design is so strongly representing of their differing backgrounds, it makes you want their relationship to work even more. Somewhat representing, if the odds are against us, well, love will persevere. This same feeling we get when we see an underdog win. It's the unlikely duo, the unlikely pairing that gets together that we find so satisfying. Also regarding ships, their height difference does play a factor. And Caitlyn's canonically around 6 feet tall, so Vi was absolutely trying to climb Lady Liberty. The biggest reason I think Vi and Caitlyn get along is their bonds forged through conflict. A trait they both share is confidence in their ability with little confidence in themselves. Caitlyn believes she's doing the right thing most times, but falters in areas that are morally gray. A problem where justice is questionable, and the question of what is actually the right thing to do becomes skewed. Vi believes she can fight through any battle, physically at least, but is terrified of losing her sister, a problem she can't fix with fighting, a problem she can't solve physically. The two need each other to reach their goals, and when things got rough, they had each other's back and helped each other grow, the traits you would want to see from your partner. Their intertwined journeys and their shared growth is what makes this ship beautiful, and that's why we ship Caitlyn and Vi. Hey guys, thank you for sticking through the video. I'm going to be doing more of these long form videos on why certain ships work, or extended versions of why we simp for certain characters. So leave in the comments which ship you would like to see and would like to see me talk about. I also have a Patreon now, so if you like what I do, please support me there and I'll shout out your name at the end of these videos. So until next time, see you later.